Hi, Eileen Veilleux, the fam here. Welcome to the second part in our mini mental health series on depersonalization derealization disorder. Before we begin, let me just remind you to please watch the full video because in the video there'll be 3 key words. When I get to the key word, I will say keyword and what that key word is. At the end of the video, write down what the 3 key words are to be eligible for my free merch giveaway when I reach 2,000 subscribers. So let's get started. In our previous segment, we covered what depersonalization and derealization is and what it feels like to have it, the signs and symptoms of it. And today we're going to go over the diagnosis and treatment of depersonalization derealization. Okay, how is this diagnosed? Well, your doctor may determine or rule out a diagnosis of depersonalization derealization disorder based on a few of these things. A physical exam. In some cases, symptoms of depersonalization or derealization may be linked to an underlying physical health problem, medications, recreational drugs, or even alcohol. Lab tests. Some lab tests may help determine whether your symptoms are related to medical or other issues. And a psychiatric evaluation. Your mental health professional asks you about symptoms, thoughts, feelings, and behavior patterns, which can help determine if you have depersonalization derealization disorder or any other mental health disorders. Now, the DSM-5, which is what the mental health goes by on a lot of mental health disorders, is when your mental health professional may use the criteria from the DSM-5 to diagnose what you have. Okay, and that's how it's diagnosed, is they compare it with all them things that was just mentioned to rule it out or come up with the diagnosis of depersonalization/derealization disorder. Now, how is it treated though? Is this even treatable? Well, yes, there is treatments for it. Treatment for depersonalization derealization disorder is primarily, keyword, psychotherapy. However, sometimes medications may be added to your treatment plan. So what is the psychotherapy that's used for this? Well, psychotherapy, also called counseling or talk therapy, is a main treatment. The goal is to gain control over the symptoms so that they lessen or go away. 2 such psychotherapies include cognitive behavioral therapy and psychodynamic therapy. Psychotherapy can help you to understand why depersonalization and derealization occur. It can also help you learn keyword techniques that distract you from your symptoms and make you feel more connected to your world and feelings. It will help you learn coping strategies to deal with stressful situations in a time of extreme stress. And it addresses the emotions related to past trauma you may have experienced, along with other mental health conditions such as anxiety or depression. Now, some of the medications used, there are no medications specifically approved to treat depersonalization derealization disorder. However, medications may be used to treat specific symptoms or to treat depression and anxiety that are often associated with this disorder. So how do you cope, and what is there for support for this? Well, while depersonalization and derealization disorder can feel, keyword, frightening, realizing that it's a treatable may be reassuring. To help you cope with this depersonalization derealization disorder, you need to follow your treatment plan, which is the psychotherapy which we mentioned, which may also involve practicing certain techniques on a daily basis to help you feel more resolved in this area. It will also teach you to learn about the condition through books and internet resources that are available, and always connect with others with it. Don't ever go through any mental health, illness, any thoughts, or anything like that by yourself. If you're feeling down, even if it's not a mental illness and you're just depressed, don't go through it alone. Reach out to somebody that you know will be a listening ear to you. Whether it's me, I'm always available to anybody that wants to. I mean, I get comments on my videos, and it's like, I'm here. If they want to talk, I'm here. We all get periods of things like that where we feel so depressed and like our world has ended. And it helps to know that somebody's there just to listen. We need to think about others instead of just ourselves and be there for each other, especially right now during these times. You know, I've said it many times before. We were made to rely on each other. That's the way creation made us. Whether you believe in God or you call it a higher power, whatever your belief is, that is the way people were made. We were not made to be solitary creatures. Even animals are not solitary. Dogs have their packs. Wild animals go by packs. People are the same way. We don't necessarily go by packs, but we were not meant to be created to be a solitary creature where we can do things on our own. Yes, there's a lot of things that we can do by ourselves, and sometimes, me time is awesome. But we depend and we need other people in our lives. So when we reach that stage of our absolute low where we're feeling like we're just hanging on by a thread, please, I implore each and any one of you, if you get to that point, please reach out. Whether it's to me, a friend, a family member, a therapist, but reach out to somebody. Okay? And that's how you deal with a lot of this. You need to reach out to people, whether it's me or somebody else. Talk to your therapist about it. If you've never had a mental health therapist, go talk to one. That's why it's important, and that's why in my videos I also teach different techniques and strategies to help with depression and anxiety, and we have lots of things coming up in the future. I want to be there to help in any way I can, not just be informative about what these mental illnesses are to help everybody to be able to see with their heart and not their eyes, but to be there as a friend, to be there to help them cope, to be there to be their support system. Let me tell you something. I've said it in one of my other videos. I went through a situation once in my life when I lost my late husband. I had no support system whatsoever. My family is all scattered between South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, New Hampshire. I'm the only one here in Texas. Okay? That's it, just me. My late husband's family is all up in New Hampshire. When he was diagnosed with stage 4 liver cancer, and I was told he had less than 3 months to live. His dying wish was to die at home, where he was comfortable, he knew he was loved and cared for. I gave him that wish, but let me tell you something, it was not an easy task. I had no support system whatsoever. And the toll of taking care of somebody that's on their deathbed, on a human being, let me tell you, when you don't have support, it's crippling. It is crippling. There's many times I dropped to my knees and I prayed like I never prayed before. I cried, of course, not in front of him because I wanted to be as strong as I could in front of him. But if it wasn't for the hospice that we had, they had sent a volunteer to come. And she gave me at least once a week a way out, an escape, so to say, where I could go, know that he's taken care of, knowing that she knew what to do and everything if something happened. But I could go, not think about the death, not think about the illness or anything else. I know what it's like going through something by yourself. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. It's scary. It's lonely. It's frustrating. I could say many other things about it. But it's not something that I recommend anybody to do. We all need a support system. So please, if you don't have anybody for support, let me be part of that support system. Reach out to me through a comment on my video. I have Twitter. I have Facebook. You can message me on any one of them platforms. I will get back to you. I reply to all my messages. And if you need time to talk personally, I will find a way to do that. If you don't want everybody else to know, you can just say on my video, please reach out to me. I need somebody. I will reach out to you. You can DM me on Twitter. You can send me a message on Facebook Messenger. I want to be there for you because I care about you. Yes, you, I'm talking about you. I see you out there. I'm talking about you. You are important to me. You matter. So please don't go it alone. And remember, always see with your heart and not with your eyes, because what truly matters, the eyes can't see. Only the heart can. And remember, I love each and every one of you out there. Yes, I'm getting up close and personal. I see you. Yes, I do. I see you out there. I see you and you and you and you watching. And I love each and every one of you. So remember that. And until we see each other again, bye and have an awesome day.